3 a.m., two girls deliberately knocked on a stranger's door, looking for help. The man was about to refuse, when the blonde suddenly sneezed. He felt a twinge of sympathy. Seeing how pitiful they looked, he finally extended a helping hand and invited them in from the rain. Little did he know this act of kindness would become his worst nightmare. Noticing the girls thoughtfully removed their shoes and kept thanking him politely, the man completely dropped his guard. He went to the bedroom for 2 blankets so the girls could dry their hair, and called them a taxi. But due to the heavy rain, the driver wouldn't arrive for an hour. Seeing they were still in wet clothes, to prevent them from getting sick, Tom offered them clean robes and made hot coffee. He took their wet clothes and put them in the dryer. Just then, strange noises suddenly filled the air. The man came out puzzled to check, only to find the girl had turned on his record player and was dancing with his dog. The girls began showing their true colors. One girl started dancing seductively. The atmosphere grew suggestive. Tom was about to give in when the phone suddenly rang. The taxi had arrived. The girl had to stop and went to get her friend from the bathroom. Tom went to the laundry room for their clothes.
What the fuck?
But when he got to the bathroom door, no matter how much he knocked, the girls never responded. Worried something had happened inside, Tom had no choice but to enter. He still hadn't realized he'd become a lamb to the slaughter. Tom couldn't escape their clutches. The driver outside waited briefly, then drove away. The next day the two girls hadn't left. Instead, they were playing in the kitchen, acting like they owned the place, making a complete mess. This place had become Tom's personal hell. Then his phone suddenly rang. He hurried outside, put on a smile and answered. It was his wife on video call, learning she'd be home soon. Tom panicked. He hung up and rushed back inside to send the girls away. The two girls showed no intention of leaving. Tom pulled out his phone to call the police. Not only weren't they scared, they told Tom they were underage and hadn't showered since last night, still had evidence inside them. If the police came, Tom would face 20 years in prison. Seeing their smug faces, Tom finally realized he'd provoked 2 psychos. Thinking of his wife's imminent return, Tom grew increasingly anxious. To get rid of the girls quickly, he immediately pulled out his wallet, offering them generous compensation. Finally, they agreed to let Tom drive them home. Tom returned and immediately started cleaning the mess. Only after the house was spotless did Tom relax. Just then, a strange sound came from the living room. Tom carefully went to check. A picture frame had fallen. Then Tom was knocked unconscious. Tom woke up from his blackout, found himself tied to a chair. The two girls were digging a hole in the yard. Tom couldn't break free. Soon the hole was ready. The two girls pushed Tom into it. Under Tom's terrified gaze, they began filling it with dirt, until only Tom's head remained above ground. The girls had recorded their encounter and posted it to Tom's social media. Finally, the two girls went to find their next target, leaving desperate Tom to face the consequences of his actions.